Emily Pilon is from hiring strategies at EK Consulting. So she's a hiring consultant and a coach working with startups and businesses in Ottawa and across the globe to expand their teams and create happier, higher functioning workplaces. Straight talk, a little brain breaking. Emily does not serve up the human resources you're used to. When conditions allow, you can find Emily racing to meetings on her vintage 5-speed Raleigh, sweet, or skating on them on the canal. While coveting, she's video conferencing, teaching, scheming, and reminding friends and clients alike to take a little dance break now and then. So Emily, if you want to sort of take it away from here, I'm excited to hear from you.
Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Paul, for organizing this. As mentioned, my name is Emily, and today I'm going to talk about work from home and how to make it work. I've been lucky enough to have worked the travel remote-ish career model for the last decade, both under other people's management and through consulting. So this isn't super new to me. But as a professional, we're seeing more and more employees that want to work from home. They want the option to work a mix of on-site and from home. And to this point, I've kind of coached clients on why this is important, helped them implement training and supports, and just really making it work for them. Everything was moving along very smoothly. We had technology to support this. The tech continues to get better and better. So we have those capabilities. Then, bang, COVID-19 enters the scene, physical distancing, and basically everybody just go work from home. Everybody is scrambling. For those people that are able to keep their employees, we all have this feeling of we're stuck coping with something that we feel like we had a moment's notice on. So you can't see your employees every day. You can't physically visit your clients. You can't go to networking events, and you really have zero reason to put pants on. So whether you love it or hate it, this is kind of the reality that we're in. So now everyone's realizing how much of their job can be done remotely. You're going to need to be ready for this everlasting change on what a workplace is going to look like. So having done this throughout my career, having worked with a number of businesses, there's kind of 4 key elements that make this work, because this is something that we're going to work with now, even when we're not in quarantine. Do you know what I mean? Because we're going to have to make that transition as employers and bosses, but also we're dealing with working from home. So I figured this was a great way to kind of marry what employees are dealing with, but also what you can do to kind of help yourself in this situation. So the first thing that we want to make sure that we're looking at is the management of expectations. We want to keep everybody accountable. This is super simple. You tell people what you want them to do, what you expect of them, and what they can expect coming from you. You can support your employees by asking them questions, keeping them accountable, helping them transition to this remote work, creating weekly schedules, asking them if they need assistance with anything, and then actually listening to what they tell you. So that's super easy. It doesn't take a massive time commitment from you. Number 2 is that we want to increase the communication with everyone. As has been mentioned kind of throughout this, we have the time. So you can use this gift of this simplified schedule that we're all working under now to solve problems that have been weighing on your business. You can use it to connect with employees, suppliers, clients. Finding those resolutions now, it's going to help you work more effectively in the future. So with your employees, the importance is that you want to make sure that none of them feel alone. I work with varying sizes of businesses, and I find that a lot of them that have cut back staff, it's just like they know what they're doing. I'm paying them to do their jobs. They're just going to do it from home. And we want to make sure that that's not the case, that they're not feeling by themselves throughout this process. And the best way you can do this, super simple question, just how are you doing? Or how are you feeling through all of this? Number 3 is that we want to cultivate the community. So I encourage employees to have coffee breaks or do a digital lunch together to help reduce that feeling of working alone. But as a boss, you can actually schedule that time for them to get together, but you stay out of it. right? Like that needs to be time where they can bond, and it's not going to feel like a meeting because their boss isn't there. As for you entrepreneurs, you want to keep your community with other business owners, with those suppliers and those people that can continue to support you and listen to you. And you can talk about those challenges that you're facing and just those feelings that you're having. And finally, number 4. So trust is a massive key to when anybody's working from home. So that works for both employers and entrepreneurs and everything like that. So you want to make sure that you're trusting your employees until they give you a reason not to. You want to keep them accountable, but I want you to remember that humans will reach for the expectations that you set for them. You just need to trust that they will do this. So for the entrepreneurs, you got to trust yourself that you do what you need to do. Don't make it easy on yourself to have this be a vacation. As Angela mentioned, this is an opportunity for us, and we should really take this as a gift. Put your business clothes on every day, get to work, make a commitment. Maybe you take the opportunity to have a 5-hour workday or a 3-hour workday, but you're making that commitment to yourself to work in your business, but also utilizing this time to rest, recharge, process the impact this pandemic is having on the world, but also on you as a human. Like I think that for entrepreneurs, we don't necessarily separate business and personal all the time. So really make sure that you're paying attention to what this is doing to you as a human. So just to kind of go over those, we're going to manage our expectations. We're going to increase our level of communications while we're working from home. We're going to cultivate those communities that we do have around us, and we're going to trust ourselves and our employees. This isn't going to last forever, but it is going to impact the future of business forever. I like to end things on a positive. So the silver lining in all of this is that the shakeup to our routine is actually getting our brains rocking again. It's getting us thinking, adapting. There's new problems for us to solve. So it's kind of getting us out of that fog and shaking things up. We're building new communities and new connections. This virtual conference is a perfect example. I've already met a handful of people that weren't a part of my network before, but also we're adapting to the fact that this is what our networking may look like for a little while. We're learning new technology, we're learning workarounds, and this change in setting is actually making your employees more prone to creative thought. So supporting this now can mean innovation for your business now and in the future. So it's scary, but it's not all bad. My name's Emily Pilon. I'm a hiring consultant and strategist. You can find me on social at EKAY Hiring. I'll pop everything into the chat, but also connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm Emily Pilon, super simple. And the other thing I wanted to offer as well is that if you're facing a challenge with your employees through COVID-19, or if you yourself are struggling with our new forced timeout from people, please contact me. I'm always here for help, and I'm up for a chat. So thank you so much, and we got this. We're gonna get through it.